Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. Please do. So we know people are actually watching this. So it would be grateful if you can. Comment, like, and subscribe. Please. Welcome, guys. It's Fresh About Town here. And today, Flo and I decided to make fufu from scratch. So that means we wanted to make fufu from plantain and cassava rather than have the powder stuff that you can usually get at the supermarket. I've not had fufu for a very long time. I generally don't eat fufu in London and would only allow myself to have fufu when we are in Accra. So today, I don't know, we had some delicious soup in the fridge. So I thought, why not? Let us try and make some fufu. I think we've watched a couple of YouTube videos of people making it and we thought, let's give it a go. So we got some plantain and cassava and we decided to have a go. So this is the first time Flo was against us actually recording it because it's our first time and we didn't really know what we are doing. Well, as you can see, she peeled the plantain and cassava. She scraped the back. I think that's what you're expected to do. And while I was watching the video, we realized we didn't do that to the cassava. So I don't know. It didn't do anything, as in it didn't change the taste of the fufu at all. So I think it doesn't make any difference if you scrape the back of it or you don't. The one key thing we had to do was to remove the core of the cassava. It's quite stringy, and generally, I think that's what's always done. So we, well, I keep on saying we, she took the core out. We had a quick debate about taking the seeds out of the plantain, and I don't really mind the specs from some of the YouTube videos we watch. Some people don't really like to see it, and because we didn't mind, we decided to leave it in. Um, in terms of actually, so once you peel the plantain and cassava, you're supposed to chop them up and put them in a blender to blend it into a smooth paste or is a fine paste. Weren't too sure what to do. So from one of the videos, we noticed that the lady in question used a Ninja blender. So we opted for this to blitz it first to actually get it into smaller pieces. And we're hoping that this, as you can see from the screen, that would be able to do the job. But we noticed it did cut them into rather fine pieces. It's just like when you're making coleslaw and you throw it into a food processor, how it chops it up. And yeah, we're not very pleased with that. So as you can see, yeah, that's what we were able to achieve. It's moving very fast, but I'm trying to keep up as much as I possibly can. And so we called our friend Nana, run it by her, and she suggested we transfer it into a normal blender, but make sure that we blend small quantities of it to get into a much more finer paste. So that's exactly what we did. Moved it to another blender. It took forever actually, but little by little we're able to blend the whole thing and transfer it into that pot that we're going to turn, I guess I'll call it that, in. And yeah, it seems it went okay, but I think it requires a bit of patience. We're making fufu for 4 people, so we're not too sure. We actually put some away, then later decided, nah, we should just cook it all. So again, we had to make sure we didn't add too much water to the blending stuff because some people say it makes it too soft. So we really struggled to get it to this point. Yeah, so we transferred it into the pot that we're going to cook the fufu in, and I think we're told to stir vigorously, and that's what we did for the next thing. Weren't too sure whether it was cooking properly, so actually I think we did this for a good 10-15 minutes, if not 20 minutes, but I've been told it's meant to take not that long to cook it, and we kept on using as you in the next couple of screens you notice the we moved it from the bigger flame to a smaller flame, and we noticed that part of it was, as you can see, it moved it to a smaller flame, and part of it was cooking and the other part wasn't really cooking. So we decided to move it to a bigger flame, add more water to it, cover it, and allow it to cook because we noticed that it hadn't changed into that usual brown kind of look that fufu has. And we also realized that we possibly added far too much plantain to the mix that we did. We did one semi-large cassava and three plantains, small plantains. So Flo got tired, so I had to get involved, and it was a bit tricky. I think next time we might try the microwave option, but I wasn't very keen on the microwave option. So yeah, we did the turning for as long as we possibly could, and yeah, that is fufu. So hopefully, maybe you'll give it a try. I know a lot of people have tried it and they do like this in comparison to the powder sachet stuff. It's too, and this we felt was on the lighter side. It wasn't as heavy as you usually find in the normal fufu in the sachet and the packet stuff. That plantain one and the I don't know. I don't really eat that kind of stuff, so yeah, it was good, and we had the option of two soups. I think that will come up fairly shortly. So we had a beef soup and a mutton one. I prefer mutton, so I was going to have the mutton one. And Flo well, she did a combination of the two, mutton and beef, and I think that's what my brother also had as well because he joined us for lunch. And yeah, so that is our attempt on making Ghana fufu with, as it's called, a punching kwai and some beef soup. So, yeah, I hope you guys will give it a try. If there's a better way to do it, do let me know. Just drop a comment in there. And if possibly it can be done in a much quicker period, also do let us know. We did really struggle. And I think next time we will make such a huge batch. Well, four seems like a big batch, but it was very difficult to turn constantly in that pot, and it kept on moving up and down on the stove. So this is the process whereby we felt it wasn't cooked enough, and we added a bit more water, and we just left it on the fire for a few minutes, possibly 5 minutes. We're just trying to make sure that, well, the missus kept on tasting, which I refused to do, so that she could determine whether the plantain was cooked enough or the cassava was cooked enough. I can't possibly tell if it is cooked or it's not cooked, but yeah, that's what we did. Covered it up, left it for a couple of minutes, and yeah, as you can see, the color changed, the consistency also changed, and I think we decided, yeah, it was done. Actually, we called my brother to come and have a look because he eats fufu most of the time, and he said he doesn't also know, and he usually just gives it 10 minutes, and that should be it, really. And yeah, so hopefully you give it a go. Let us know if you got it wrong, and enjoy the rest of the clip, really.
Many Jenina, you are all day, my shema rewo. Nada, so me muna kama kuma to me, so me mu, famia, ose, aina. Makumenyina kita unsemo dofwe mashema titio mahumkenyina fiwo obe mashema titio somi muna kama kuma tumie somi mu famia say China. Manche Marewo Makumenina Kita Unsemo Ebo Dofwe Mankwenje Mechiro So mi muna kwa promena Fiumano Famia Ose Anina Miviati Nina Niwaro Kopmena Mankwenje Mechiro Mahunkanina Fiuo Gladys, Manche Marewo Nada So mi muna kopro mi na Fiumano Famia Ose Anina Odobra Odo Yentembra na
So mi
Obiare nyi wakanwo
Rabeji meni
Odobro ebor frewo
Osuso mimo
Nada mojino
Rabeji meni
Odobro bro
Osuso mimo
Meni ejina
Rabeji meni
Odo Yentembra na
Osuso mimo
Ma fi dudu
Rabeji meni
Odobro ko feel frewo
Osuso mimo
Bro Julie bro
Rabeji meni
Ode Samuel frewo
Osuso mimo
Julie bro Doful bro
Rabeji meni
Odo Yentembra na
Osuso mimo
Ramu huni de wo do miam
Rabeji meni
Bro
Osuso mimo
Kwekute Alfred Georgino
Rabeji meni
Georgie Udoful frewo
Osuso mimo
Bro
Rabeji meni
Jobra konsimin frewo
Osuso mimo